Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 5th of July. Yeah, storms are out there on radar today. Who's getting wet? How bad are these storms? Let's talk about it. We'll go to some of the Skycam shots around the network this afternoon. We'll start from Birmingham. The sky mostly sunny. So far, things are quiet along the Interstate 20 corridor. But down to the south, it is pouring rain at Opelika in Lee County. Got some big storms along that U.S. 80 corridor today, as you'll see in just a moment. Now let's go way down south. Why not? Look at that beautiful weather at Gulf Shores. Just been gorgeous lately. A lot of folks are out there even after the 4th of July weekend. In fact, I'll be down there beginning tomorrow. Yeah, you might see me on that camera as Brian Peters kind of takes over the reins here for a few days. Here's a water vapor satellite shot, and again, there's a little weakness in the ridge here, obviously, and that's allowed for the storms to develop, and also it's allowed for the heat to back down. Look at these numbers at 2 o'clock. Now, come on. Up north, we've got 70s for Haleyville and Coleman. The reason for that, they had some morning showers, and only mid-80s along Interstate 20. Birmingham 85. You go down to Montgomery, they've got 92. And again, Alex City, that's a bogus number. That's 97 is no good. Montgomery, the hot spot there at 92. But clearly, temperatures below average today. Yahoo! And around the nation, the heat is centered over Oklahoma and Texas. That's been the case pretty much for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and that's the case again today. And it's going to stay that way probably for a while. And I understand it's going to be hot and muggy here, but not as hot as it is out there. Thank goodness. We'll peek at the radar, and I think what's happening today, it seems like the most organized storms are to the south of us on the outflow of the storms we saw last night. So the most active storms down south with very limited activity up north. There's a closer look at what's happening to the south. In fact, that yellow box, that polygon, that's a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of Lowndes County as I do this update. But those big storms are scattered from Butler to Camden to Montgomery and then over to Auburn and Opelika. Not moving much like the storms we had yesterday. Watch warning map, pretty quiet around the nation. Goodness. Convective outlook today, got a slight risk over parts of the western high plains. Same area tomorrow. And also look at the risk up in northern New England. And down here again, those low-end probabilities for the air mass convection that in some cases could produce a wet microburst. And the QPF chart, expected rain for the next 5 days, valid through Sunday morning at 7 o'clock. This is suggesting rain amounts of 1 inch or more, and I think that's very doable. You can see that the dry corridor is off to the west over Texas and Oklahoma. And, of course, the rain we get will be from the scattered showers and storms we see on a daily basis. Tropical weather, we keep watching. So far it's quiet, just disorganized clumps out there. You got a little tropical wave in the eastern Atlantic not doing anything. Southwest of the Cape Verde Islands, clouds north of Hispaniola. But again, tropical storm formation is not expected over the course of the next 3 or 4 days. Check the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. And again, there's the weakness in the ridge, and down below that, scattered showers and storms. Could be pretty active. And the NAM has been pretty good at these temperatures. It's got a high of only 86 tomorrow. The GFS is at 92, but I think we might stay under 90 for a lot of folks. Same thing Thursday and Friday. Very high precipitable water values. And with the lack of big cap, storms could fire pretty easily in this type setup. And that rain we need and will take. As the weekend begins, the heights begin to go up, and there's the surface chart, and that should mean maybe storms a little more scattered on Saturday. Heat levels creeping up a little bit, but still, there's no doubt there'll be showers and storms around. And then Sunday, looks like things might thin out a little bit. And Monday of next week, the model suggesting the better opportunities for showers and storms could be over the southern half of the state, but there's no way to define that this far in advance. And a week from today, 588 ridge all across the southern half of the nation, light winds aloft, and enough moisture for scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms. How often do we say those words every year? June, July, August, early September? All right, we'll check the end of the forecast, July 21st, 588 Ridge. Just a little shortwave coming through the Great Lakes north of us, denting that thing down a little bit. And again, some evidence of maybe some tropical mischief in the Bay of Campeche, but really no bogus systems are showing up on this. Say bogus, I mean, sometimes they work out, but no tropical systems really showing up in the longer range out there in the GFS. That's quite interesting. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. My next video will be Monday morning of next week at 7. Brian Peters is going to step in for a few days while we take a little bit of time off and get some rest and relaxation that is greatly needed and appreciated. If you're local, we'll still be working tonight. I'll be here on the news tonight, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.